Hey everyone, what's going on? What's up, chat? How's everyone doing today?
We here.
Cool.
We're live.
We're live with Chainlink. My name is Josh. I'm from the Chainlink Community Team, and today I'm really excited to talk a little bit about the Advocate program. We've assembled a. What's up, Edward? Glad you could make it, man. Hey, Kevin. So we assembled this rock star panel of community advocates. They're going to talk a little bit about themselves and their experience in the program. But before we do that, before I introduce them, or they introduce themselves, sorry, I just want to give a little brief overview of the program and talk about sort of what we expect out of advocates and what the community expects out of advocates. Chainlink Community Advocates are responsible for educating others about the Chainlink vision and Chainlink values of trust, fairness, and security. It's about raising awareness and having a far-reaching impact in the blockchain space and beyond. Chainlink Community Advocates have an amazing opportunity to connect with our extensive network. That means as an advocate, you'll meet with and work with engineers, researchers, leaders, industry leaders, other projects, entrepreneurs, just really a whole host of people who are pushing the ecosystem forward. And so as an advocate, there's this really big expectation on you that you spread the good word and spread awareness about Chainlink powered smart contracts in a friendly and fun way. Becoming a Chainlink community advocate is ultimately a chance to take an active role in the development of Chainlink. I think Eric and Zach can definitely speak to this, but you work directly with the teams that are making Chainlink powered smart contracts a reality. We have developers come join our chat sometimes. Early in the year, Sergey gave an exclusive presentation for advocates. That was really amazing. Ultimately, the program is designed to give folks that maybe who want to become a Solidity developer, or maybe they want to participate in the industry in some other way, to advance professionally, to build their skills, to build their resume, to really get a chance to get their foot in the door and find out what it takes to be part of crypto. Again, we are really looking for folks that share our vision and goals. Trust, transparency, fairness, security. These are all really important ideals that we have, and we want to make this a reality. And so it's really important that we present ourselves in the best way possible. As an advocate, we have certain expectations. We expect that you'll host meetups, whether that's virtual or offline. We expect that you contribute to the community in some way and grow it. Whether that's growing your local community and finding people who are excited about smart contract technology, or reaching out in the internet and on social media and finding folks that way. And then I think finally, a big part of the advocate program is all the swag you get. I think a lot of us are maybe that's the cherry on top for a lot of us. So if you like swag, if you want to get a sort of framework on how to become a Solidity developer, if you want to speak directly with people who are shaping the way node operators work and just get involved in the community, this is the program for you. So without further ado, let's introduce the panel. Eric, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, of course. My name's Eric, of course. Linked Eric on pretty much all the social channels. I am community lead over at Linkpool. I help out on the Chainlink community development side. And of course, I'm a Chainlink advocate. So have been for, I guess, a couple of years now, something to that extent. So been helping out in various extents, helping moderate a lot of social channels, helping connect people to resources. Yeah. That's the long and short of it, I guess.
Now I realize that you are Eric, not Linked Eric.
I should have put link there. That would have been a good idea.
Okay. So I'm Marc Romero. I'm the Spanish guy at the office, I'm based in Barcelona. So I talk Catalan, also French, and English and Spanish. I'm the community manager for the Hispanic community, and I'm very happy to join this meetup with you guys because I love the Chainlink community. I joined as an advocate last year, February 2020, and it was like one of the amazing things that happened in my life, thanks to Keenan Olsen, that helps me in the advocates program, and the rest of the story I will tell you later. So
yeah, big shout out to Keenan. He's in the chat. Everyone say what's up to Keenan in the chat. Without him, none of this would be possible. Sorry, but Zach, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good introduction, Mark. Always lightening the mood in the advocate meetings. So
for sure,
Mark's a hilarious guy. But yeah, hey, I'm Zach Ayash. So I'm a community advocate, and now I'm also a developer advocate with Chainlink Labs. So I get to help out from the community perspective and the developer perspective. I've been following Chainlink since 2017 in the community. I used to be like super active in the Reddit when back in the day. And as soon as I saw the advocate program was a thing, I applied to it. And it's been going ever since. I've had an amazing experience so far. And, now I officially work at Chainlink Labs. So it's been an awesome journey.
So let's talk a little bit about that. How you guys sort of developed as an advocate. What was it like when you first started? Has the program changed over time?
Yeah, the program certainly has changed over time, at least in my experience. Originally I got started with the program with the desire to both learn more about Chainlink and contribute how I could, right? Started real early on. And a lot of it was what I was doing at the time was, again, helping moderate some social channels, mostly primarily online. And then we saw the advocate program shift to being focused on live in-person meetups. And of course, coronavirus pandemic hit and really quickly pivoted to a lot of online meetups, which I think we've got a couple of guys in here that do quite a bit of that and are kind of the OGs of the online meetups. Give some props to Mark for that one. But yeah, absolutely. I'd love to hear other people's perspectives on the way that it's changed or the way that it's developed with their experience with it too.
Yeah, that COVID story that really hit home. That really changed everything. I remember, man, I was planning back in early 2020, had a whole office reserved in WeWork and had already planned my first in-person meetup. Was preparing the food and the drinks and had organized everything. And literally the week of Charlotte, North Carolina is where I'm from, totally shut down for COVID. So yeah, totally canceled that. And we shifted to online. But that was cool too, because I did my first online meetup after that. And now some of the world is opening up. So I'm really looking forward to more in-person meetups again.
Same here. I got my first taste of in-person meetups in Miami. Had so much fun. There was just a whole host of crypto folks down there talking about smart contracts. If you were down there, what's up? It was great to meet you. I hope you had a good time. But Mark, like the team has said, you are the sort of online meetup master. Can you tell us a little bit about these meetups and sort of what goes into them and how you plan them and what you do to connect communities to projects?
Yes, absolutely. In my experience, I'm doing some different meetups for different languages, specifically on the Spanish Hispanic community, also for the European communities like Dutch ones, the German ones, and I think that it's very interesting that the projects that integrate Chainlink oracles could explain their projects in other languages than English. But it's not easy. It's for that reason that many meetups that we have on our community channels, maybe they are not related directly with Chainlink, but they are interesting for our community. But I think that people likes a lot this kind of meetups, and there is a good conversations on Telegram, on Discord, and well, so I will ask. I want to ask the community here that if they are interested in some other meetups or they know about other projects that could join us, please let us know, ping us, and we'll make it for you.
Awesome, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, along with the meetups, I think what I love most about the Advocate program are our weekly calls, where we kind of just get together, we hang out. Like it makes me feel like we're part of this larger network of like global homies, just like all across the world. Like whatever city I go into, I could invite an advocate out for a beer or something and just hang out. And that's one of the aspects of the program I really like. It's a great way to get a better understanding of Chainlink technology, especially thanks to Eric and Zach. They're usually on the calls and a great source of knowledge. I often rely on them to plug in the gaps where my knowledge falls short. But so let's maybe talk about that for a second. Eric and Zach, when you first joined, I don't know, did you guys have a development background? And if so, or if not, how did you sort of educate yourselves to become what you are today?
Zach?
Yeah, sure. So funny enough, when I started the Community Advocate program, I was actually still really starting out on a journey of learning programming. So my educational background is in mechanical engineering and physics. And we learn a lot of basic programming concepts in school when you're studying those subjects, but not any like real software development. And on my journey, I ended up getting a job at Wells Fargo as a full stack engineer. And I worked there for several years while I was a community advocate. But along the way, I was constantly also trying to learn like smart contracts and smart contract development because I really wanted to relate it to Chainlink and the Chainlink code and really start getting in on this blockchain development. So yeah, I'd say when I started, it was very little amount of development experience, and definitely being in the community advocates like motivated me to continue to learn more smart contract development.
Nice.
That's spectacular. Yeah, it's been exciting to see your journey to go through. I mean, to go from A to B there, and I don't want to say 0 to 1, obviously, but for me, going 0 to 0, I'm not terribly technical, so the roles that I have are primarily community based or business development based. Like I said, community lead at Linkpool, work on the business development team there, do some research. But of course, I think the thing is, I think it's valuable for everybody in this space to get their hands dirty a little bit technically, right? I mean, even if it's just to take an introductory computer science course, whether that's on Coursera or just at your local university or whatever, it's a big value add to be able to understand some basics of how to read code, how to read programming languages, like what Solidity smart contracts look like. It's a big value add, even if that's not really your goal, right? Because to be able to have a literate conversation with developers that are coming in and need resources and have questions, it makes a big difference, or it has for me.
And I want to add, there's a lot of resources online, even if you're not familiar with programming and this is something you want to learn, where you can learn stuff like Solidity and go to the Chainlink docs and learn about how to use Chainlink and Solidity. And I actually, when I was learning, I started out with a lot of Solidity tutorials before I learned a lot of traditional languages. And that helped me kind of lead down a path of, okay, I know some Solidity and what kind of quick projects can I go down and do. And one of the earliest projects I did was just like, all right, let me see if I can fork some code that already exists and throw that out there. And then that kind of led on to how can I create, like add to the open source nature of Chainlink. So that took me down to making an external adapter and putting it on market.link. And I think doing those kind of projects, which really anyone can do from any experience of any level of experience, really helps like elevate you from like a community advocate to getting somewhere like officially on the team. So I think that really helped me in my journey from community advocate to developer advocate.
But in my opinion, being an advocate, you are not necessary to. It's not necessary to become a software engineer. Maybe what we need is a lot of motivation, talking about the project. And this, for example, in my case, I am a software engineer, but I don't really like to code. So. But I was very motivated to learn from Chainlink, and when I applied for being an advocate, and then I met Eric, I said, "Oh, he's like an OG from Chainlink. This is fantastic." and I tried to learn from Eric, from Keenan, from a lot of people, and being motivated, doing a lot of things, then I could become a team member because I was very persistent. I want to create the Hispanic community, and very not now. I want to create this Hispanic community, and then we created. So there are a lot of advocates that could help us on Twitter stuff, LinkedIn, creating the meetups, setting up the meetups, moderating Telegram. So not necessarily, for example, if somebody don't want to be on public face, it's not necessary to do virtual meetups. Maybe he could or she could, because we have some advocates female, and I would appreciate to have more, because I think that it's important. We can support you. Even if you don't talk English better, perfect, like me. 1 year before, I talk English like, "Hi, I'm Mark." and I think that right now I could speak fluently. So no problem at all. We will support you. We'll give you some tools to do a lot of things. But what we need is a lot of motivation. This is what we need.
Yeah,
motivation, and the community is global, and so we do, like Mark's saying, we want advocates from everywhere in the world, no matter where you're based. And I think a huge component of the advocate program is making sure that Chainlink documents, Chainlink articles are getting translated and shared with everyone around the world who has an interest in smart contract technology. Sorry, Zach, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Why don't you go ahead?
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, Mark, yeah, definitely. When I came on, Mark was like really charging ahead and just took ownership of making a bunch of meetups. And I remember thinking it was like super motivational, and kind of helped me get like more motivation to push forward. But I think it was as a prime example of someone who just came in, English as a second language, and still took charge, and now he's just like leading like half of our meetups, and it's awesome.
Yeah. So another important thing that I think that's important, you don't have to become an advocate if you want also help Chainlink. For example, here we have David Miller, a good friend of mine, that he creates the fact sheet on the regions, and I think that it's a fantastic way to help Chainlink, to spread the word of Chainlink, and it's not necessarily being an advocate. There are a lot of things that you could do as a community to grow, to keep building Chainlink.
So, we've talked a little bit about ourselves, and we're sort of diving into this now. Who are the other advocates, and like, what are their backgrounds? Where do they come from? Mark, do you want to maybe answer this question?
Yes, we have a lot of advocates from around the world. We have Javier from Argentina, Matias also from Argentina, Camilo from Colombia. We have the European guys, Jeroen. We have Charles Holmes. A lot of Lucas, Bea from Sweden, Joachim from Sweden, Eugene from Romania, from Switzerland. We have Romain from Spain. Silvaran, we have Harry, a lot of Lydia, a lot of people. So, and right now we have a lot of them on Southeast Asia, and all the rest are Americans. A lot of Americans.
We can never get enough Americans in the program. Zach, what kind of what are you looking for when you're looking for like a developer advocate, or maybe someone who could rise through the ranks and become a developer advocate? What kind of background should they have?
So I think first off, the most important thing for sure in any kind of advocate is just passion and the want to help people. You know, the desire to help people out and in any way you can. You know, that's what drew me to the community advocates to begin with. Was just like, you know, I was super passionate about the project. I wanted to help people out. I didn't necessarily have like amazing presentation skills or anything like that. And at the time I wasn't very tech savvy, but still, you know, I think just that passion and that desire to help. And then if you want to become a developer advocate and help developers out with their developer experience, definitely you want to start contributing in a programming way. So you want to create an external adapter and put it online, make some edits to our docs. You know, they're all open source. And if you really like feel courageous, go into that source code, you know, for the Chainlink nodes and make a pull request and see if you can find some improvements to be made. And yeah, I think all of that is important. But I think number one is definitely the passion and the desire to help people.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, like the Chainlink community is really, they look to the advocates as sort of exemplars of what the community can do for others, of how they can help improve their local communities and improve the world. You know, adopt smart contract technology. It's a really important role in the Chainlink ecosystem, and with that importance does come great responsibilities. But you know, we also, you know, there is the opportunity for you to grow and to learn and to make friends. So it's definitely a two-way street. You know, I want to ask you, Eric, because I feel like you've been with the program since the beginning, like we said. I'm sure you've achieved a lot going through this program. What kind of achievements are you proud of being a Chainlink advocate?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I think that it's been a really wonderful experience, just to get connected more with the people in the Chainlink community, right? That's been really, it's been edifying. It's been really gratifying. You know, helping me develop professionally by getting connected with these individuals, folks on the team. You know, I started working for Linkpool full time, and I help out with the Chainlink side, and those have been really gratifying. You know, having come from wanting to contribute on the community side and just getting involved and helping out, connecting people with resources, to doing this work full time. Really, a big part of that has been, you know, like Zach said, like Mark said, having some passion, having some desire to help people, having the desire to learn. It's hard to connect people with resources if you're not familiar with those resources. So learning those things really intimately, trying to produce materials for other folks to learn from. One of the things that just directly working in the advocate program has been a lot of fun for me is getting to connect with other folks, specifically in my area and also online. You know, Roosevelt Pure Nukage, the gentleman that made the Chainlink The Journey game that Sergey was talking about in 2020. Getting to meet him and present some new work for him has been a lot of fun. Yeah, you know, it's been a fantastic journey already. I would say that working in the advocate program and getting connected with people, learning from them, helping them has been a big part in how, moving from where I was previously to working in the industry full time. So.
Yeah, and again, like even if you join the advocate program, your contributions are going to be seen by the crypto industry in general. So, like maybe you have this passion for smart contract technology, and you want to get into the crypto industry. This is a great way to build your resume and increase your knowledge of that. Mark, do you have any experiences you want to share as far as professional or personal growth?
Yes, maybe on earlier 2020, I was attending one blockchain summit in physical in Barcelona, and I didn't know nobody, so I was listening, and yes, blockchain is interesting, and I think that right now, if there is some physical meetups, I know everybody right now. It's like, hey, this guy from Moonbeam, this guy from another project. Hey, hi, Abe, hey, Pablo. So this is very amazing because the networking that I've done first as an advocate, it's impressive, and I don't know why, but the people that joins the blockchain ecosystem is very kind. They're very happy. They're very, and this is very interesting because I never meet trolls or something like this. Very disgusting people. Never. Always nice people, and this for me it's absolutely amazing.
Awesome. So, what's everyone's tip on joining the program? How does someone submit a good application, or what can they do to stand out as a Chainlink community advocate, or sorry, in their journey to become a Chainlink community advocate?
I think one of the best things you can do is just start producing material, whether that's videos about the technology, whether that's articles about the technology, or just getting involved and helping out. I mean, I think making yourself a known quantity by starting to build something, that's a big first step, I think.
Zach, you have anything to add there?
Yeah, no, I think I second that. Making content. One of the first things I did was Medium page, and I wrote a couple articles on there and threw that out. Attending any meetups in your area, that helps, and networking with people. I remember once it was late 2018, I saw that Rory was actually posting on the Reddit for help at a meetup in New York. So I said, you know what? That's a good time to take a vacation in New York. Took a couple of days off work, made it fun. Went there, visited some friends in the city, and helped set up and run that meetup. And actually, while I was at that meetup, I got to meet some of the team, like Adeline and Sergey. And that was awesome, and got to make those connections. So if you can attend any Chainlink or blockchain or crypto meetups, that helps too.
Awesome, Mark. What are your tips?
Well, being an advocate. So as I said, I need motivation. When someone applies to become an advocate, it's easy to know if they're motivated or not. There are some people that just they are looking for to be Chainlink advocate on their Twitter account. This is not where we are looking, because it's gonna end well. Not gonna end well. So I prefer that kind of people say, well, I'm very motivated. I want to host a virtual meetup for the first time on my country. So this is the kind of people that we need, and we will support them on all of the aspects. So this is what we need.
100%. For advocates that host meetup, we send you swag. We can help provide financial support if necessary for these meetups. It's a great way to build your own community, your own local community, and find folks that are super excited about smart contracts. Those aren't exactly everywhere, and that's why we need advocates, to make sure that they are everywhere, and everyone understands why smart contract technology is so important.
See, another thing important is last year I didn't know nobody from outside my region, my country. Okay, and now it's like the Airbnb of the blockchain. I have houses everywhere in the world. That's incredible. No, it's a lot of friends right now, and I'm very, very happy to join the Advocates program for sure.
Absolutely. Cool. So I think we've given you guys. Sorry, Eric, did you want to say something? No.
I mean,
okay,
I always want to say something. But,
so I think we've given you guys a cool overview of the program, what we sort of expect out of advocates, and what you can expect from the program as well. I'd love to open up some questions to the audience. If you have anything you want to ask us, please ask away. Come on, guys. I know you have some great questions for Eric and Zach and Mark.
So, before asking questions, quiero saludar a toda la comunidad española, hispana y latinoamericana que nos están viendo, y os animo a que participéis del programa Chainlink Advocates, porque realmente creo que es muy interesante para nuestra comunidad. Gracias. It's my community. I'm sorry.
No worries.
No, don't be sorry. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
I see Mike in the comments over there, remembering that New York meetup. We went to hang out afterwards. Yeah, that was a fun time. Cool that you're still around and bustling. Hope to see you in the Advocates. I mean, come on, man. It's been long enough.
Yeah, Mike, we got
I
you
think
covered
it will
if you
be
need
soon. I think it will be soon. Here's a question from Edward.
I think that I remember that my first meetup was with Linkpool, with Eric and Ian, I think. And
Was that your first one?
I think that maybe yes, and in English. And it's like couple of days before I do the questions in Spanish and translate in Google Translate. And then it's like I was tweeting because this like Eric talk a lot and I was like, but it went well. A lot of views. So, and right now.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun, man. You did a great job. I had no idea that. Anyway, I had no idea that that's your level of comfort at the time.
So no, the first the first meetup is not easy because maybe you are very nervous. But as I said before, we will support you on all these things. We could set up the meetup. We could find some great speakers for you. We are not team members. You cannot ping us because we are team members. No. You ping us. We could support you. We can help you. So every time you need, even if you are not an advocate, even if you are on Twitter and you want to message me in private, no problem. I will answer. If I'm on a meetup, no. But normally I'm answering you. No worries. If you are mad for any questions, if there is anything from Chainlink that maybe you don't like, just ping us and we'll do our best for the community.
Here's a good question.
Oh, interesting. I think in terms of at least local meetups, I think it's always exciting to get some people in your area because, crypto is a global phenomenon, right? There's always somebody in your area that's working in the industry, that's working in the space. And, you never know until you open the doors. You never know until you get involved. You never know until you shake hands with somebody, who they are, what they're working on. And there's always a value add there. I mean, at least even just in terms of making a new friend, but it's, we think about crypto as like this really global phenomenon, but it's still a really small world, and it's a small industry, right? It's a growing industry, but it's a small industry. Everybody knows somebody, and somebody knows everybody. So it's good to meet new people. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, there's a lot of I would say there's a lot of people out there that are really curious about learning about blockchain and crypto, that work in various businesses, and it never hurts to reach out and say, hey, I'm a community advocate, and yeah, like if you're interested in having any presentations on blockchain or Chainlink, I'd be happy. And I did that a couple of times and got a lot of interest from that, and a lot of managers who were super interested in having me present to their teams. So I definitely think if you know anyone or think anyone may be curious about learning more, reach out and ask. Can't hurt.
I will add that another organizations very interesting for us are universities. So, for example, I hosted a virtual meetup with the University of my city, and I want to introduce to blockchain basics to their students, software engineer students, and talking about two other different universities from Catalonia, Spain. They had a couple of students that they use Chainlink oracles on their final projects. So I think that Chainlink is well known around the world, for sure for software engineers and people that is interested in blockchain.
Awesome. So this is a great question that I'm happy to answer. Yes, there are going to be some meetups for SmartCon. We are actively planning some watch parties around the event. SmartCon is August 5th through 7th. If you want to host a watch party, this is a great way to show that you're motivated and interested in becoming a Chainlink Community Advocate. Definitely hit up Mark or myself. We'll be happy to talk with you and tell you what's going on. And then there was another question earlier about if there's any plans for future New York meetups. The answer is yes, absolutely. We are actively looking for a new advocate in that city and in cities all over the world. That's kind of why we put together this Q&A panel. So if you are in New York or any city really, anywhere in the world, doesn't have to be a city, apply. And you should hear from us soon. So let's find another question here. Oh, here's a good one. Have any Chainlink advocates gone on to work full-time for Chainlink?
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at it.
So this is what we're talking about when we say that we advocate for you, whether that's for Chainlink, for a job at Chainlink, or elsewhere in the industry, like Eric's working at Linkpool. We're here to sort of guide you and prepare you for a future role in the industry. Again, we really want to just grow the industry. We want to increase fairness, trust, security throughout the world, and we believe that smart contracts and crypto is the way to do that. And so, yes, absolutely, advocates have gone on to work full time for Chainlink Labs and elsewhere in the industry.
I think that I think that one of the main goals to become a Chainlink advocate, it's in a near future to become a team member of Chainlink. So it was first when Keenan said, "Okay, I approve you as a Chainlink advocate," I was like, "That's great." And then I try to work hard, 8 hours per day, even when I had another job. I tried to do the best for Chainlink, and at least I had an opportunity working 2 hours per day, no problem. At hiring team, I was doing the hiring stuff over there, and then it was open the opportunity to become community manager for the Hispanic community, and I was hired full-time job, and I'm like, whoa, I've done it. So very happy right now. Zach, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar goal. I was like, man, I really want to make it there, and I have to thank Keenan for sure. He really advocated. He'll advocate for anyone in the advocates group, really. And Mark as well. Mark had already started, and he helped advocate for me as well. And we really want to see other advocates succeed, because we already know that, like, if you make it into the advocate program, you're already a passionate person who wants to help people out. So we want to help you get to where your goals are as well. So.
Couldn't agree more.
So we have the Chainlink Labs open roles. Right now there are 100 open roles. So if you want to be hired, just apply and good luck. So, but being advocate, it's a plus for the hiring team. Yes,
that's true.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. It's a little secret. So I saw some other questions about is there a community in India? Is there a community in Denver? Absolutely, there are definitely Chainlink fans and enthusiasts in everywhere in the world. Are there active people organizing them? The jury is still out on that. I think in Denver we are looking for an advocate there, and also in India we are looking for advocates there as well. So if you're in those regions, or really anywhere, again, don't hesitate to apply.
Well, some people ask how to apply to become. Yes, okay. Ambassador Scott is.
There's a link in the chat if you want to apply.
Say thank you to Scott, the true OG.
So another
Absolutely.
important.
Scott.
Yes, absolutely. My man on Telegram and Discord. Yeah. So another important things, and right now I'm very serious, is if you want to become a Chainlink advocate, bear in mind that it's absolutely prohibited to talk about the price, because Link token is not an investment; it's an utility token used for pay node operators and used as a collateral. So we don't talk about price. We don't care about price. So this is very, very important, and I think that you should understand it. No matter if market is in bear market or we don't care. We work hard 24/7, 365 days per year, and a lot of integrations, a lot of new developments. So please bear in mind this. If you want to become a Chainlink advocate, this is to spread the word of the protocol, of the middleware of Chainlink, the decentralized Oracle networks, and not for the price token. Who cares? Okay. And the other thing important, I can remember right now. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, so I was going to just talk a little bit about the process, the logistics of becoming an advocate. So this question was asked. What is the interview process to get the job? It's pretty simple. You should apply to the link that Scott provided earlier in the chat. Maybe he can post again just in case people have missed it. And we'll look through all these applications. If we think that you have a commitment to Chainlink values, if you're motivated beyond just the price, like Mark has so eloquently explained, we will reach out to you. Depending on your region, you'll either talk to myself, you'll talk to Mark, you might talk to one of our other community managers. And if we think that your head is in the right place, if you're motivated, if you're going to host meetups, if you're going to translate articles, if you're going to make contributions, we'll invite you to the team. It's a pretty simple process.
Yeah, and it looks like he's asking, he said he's doing a hacker rank assessment, so he's probably trying to get a programming job. And if you're really aiming for those coding positions, you definitely want to have like a really, really solid base on the fundamentals of programming and computer science. There's some really, really smart people working on the engineering side of things. So like having your algorithms and data structures and like going through your leak code problems, those are all important. But also on top of that, having blockchain knowledge, of course, like blockchain specific knowledge is always a big plus. And that's just for coding positions. You know, there's all kinds of other positions where you don't need to know data structures and algorithms. But yeah.
So,
and if you don't have that knowledge, we are hosting a Zero to Hero boot camp. There's a link in the chat. Please sign up. Don't be afraid. We will guide you. I'm going to do it. I don't know anything about programming or coding. I just have a passion for Chainlink and I want to learn more. This is a great way to get started and get onto the path of becoming a Solidity programmer.
So I want to add to what Zach says. So maybe you, if you are not a fit on that open role, don't give up. Just learn, do your best, maybe, and in a couple or 3 months, try again. But don't never give up. We don't know about giving up in this industry.
Yeah, I actually applied several times, so I didn't get my first job that I applied for at Chainlink Labs. But you know, it's not a personal thing. You know, they were just trying to find the right fit for me, and I think I found that as a developer advocate, and I'm glad this is where I ended up. But yeah, just keep pushing, like Mark said. I think that's like super important. If you can be persistent and learn from each interview you do, you'll get there. I have no doubt about it.
We really want the industry to succeed, and we really want motivated people to apply. So yeah, persistence is key. I think I can speak for all of us. We have a tough time saying no sometimes, you know, especially if you're motivated. So keep at it, keep trying. I don't think there's ever a final answer. And, you know, the community, whether that's the Chainlink community or the broader crypto community, we are very online. We see your contributions. We know, we can see when you have helped sort of expand the Chainlink community or smart contract adoption. So yeah, just be persistent, be motivated, and I think eventually things will happen for you.
We have a question from Aditya Gach. I speak English, German, Spanish. Can I apply? Everybody can apply, and we'll be glad to have you. If you apply but you don't become an advocate, you could help us a lot other ways. Because we have a lot of applications and we don't have, I don't know how to express it, but maybe you will not join us, but there is no reason to continue helping and keep building.
And we're growing, and you're going to continue to grow as time goes on as well. And as we grow, I think there's going to be more and more opportunities, you know, that will open up, you know, as advocates sort of level themselves up and become like community managers or developer advocates like Mark and Zach. We need to find new advocates to replace them, even though they're very difficult to replace. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say here.
Absolutely. There's a lot of range of ways that folks can contribute, you know, kind of no matter what level you're at. But I think one of the most important things that people have pointed out before is tenacity, passion, and the willingness to just get started, you know. Those things make a big difference.
Last week I had a call with one of the actual advocates, and he told me, how can I help you more? Something, can I set up some meetup with you? I said, no. What in what aspect you are the best on doing things? He told me, I'm great in doing some marketing things. So you will help me on marketing. We don't need all the advocates to set up meetups, to host meetups. We need advocates in different aspects or roles, in different roles. So maybe you are a good video editor. I don't know.
That's right.
Video editor. Yeah. Okay. Pues I will love to. I think Jacob Harman creates a great video for an introduction to Chainlink. That's awesome. If you like to do some videos about Chainlink, talking about keepers, OCR, BRFs, a lot of different things. So it's welcome, this kind of things.
Absolutely. Whatever your skills are, we want to use the program to sort of give you that professional credibility within the industry. So, like Mark said, if you're a video editor, there's a place in the Advocates program for you. If you're a marketer, there's a place in the Advocates program for you. It's really sort of what you make of it and how you can contribute. We have a historian in the Advocates program.
Yeah.
Really, your professional background shouldn't be an obstacle. It's just motivation and tenacity, like Eric said. Cool.
Any other questions?
I think we're going to wrap things up soon. Chad, if you have any other questions, please post now.
So I think it's important. If you love Chainlink, I think that next step is to become a Chainlink advocate, and then we'll see. But there is a lot of things to do. You may think that Chainlink Labs is growing fast, and we are hiring like like a monster. I don't know. Every time that we had a monthly meetup, there are a lot of new faces. Like, whoa. Yes. Yeah, it's and for sure we have the community calls. The community advocates calls, and you could meet Eric, Zach, Keenan, Josh, all of the advocates from around the world, and I think it's very, very interesting. You don't have to be a genius. We have Eric for that. No problem.
I thought you were going to say I was a good example of somebody who's not a genius. That's what I was going to say. So.
Always humble.
He's right.
No,
you don't have to be a genius. I'm here. So.
No. No, but if, for example, if you have a node operator questions, I don't really know a lot about node operators. So I'll ping Eric, please, Eric, I need your help. Or I don't know about Solidity coding to connect Chainlink oracles. Zach, please, I need your help. I will do the bootcamp, but I need the right answers before the others.
We're all in this together, man. We're all in this
Absolutely.
together.
We're all in this together.
That's one of the best parts is the ability to help each other out and to collaborate and learn from one another every day. So that's one of the things that I enjoy the most about it personally. So.
Yeah. I think that's a great note to end on. Thanks all for coming in. We hope we answered all of your questions, and we hope to see you apply soon. All right.
Okay.
Take care, y'all.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks a lot, Josh.
Venga,
Yeah,
nos vemos.
Bye.
Adiós. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.